It's Thursday, the 7th of December. Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan, and thank you for joining us. High pressure, that's the main feature out in the Tasman Sea, as we've got the tropical cyclone to the north of it. This is it up here. Tropical cyclone Jasper, severe category 3 when we recorded this, rapidly grew yesterday from category 1 in the morning, category 2 by lunchtime, category 3 by dinner. So very quickly growing, and it is going to strengthen further. It could even become severe Cat 5 out at sea, and it's heading off towards Queensland at some point, most likely northern Queensland next week. So for us here in New Zealand, this massive block of high pressure in the Tasman is keeping it away. This is also going to encourage, and it starts it today, a southwesterly flow, which comes back again next week, even stronger. So for those of you who doubted that we would be seeing some sort of El Nino weather pattern, or even just a normal spring one, we're starting to see it now as we head in towards Christmas time, which is actually quite normal. New Zealand's spring weather pattern goes on right through to the end of December most years. So let's have a look at what is going on for Friday. There is the high pressure zone in the Tasman, a big one. In fact, it has become bigger and bigger in all the updates this week, and that's the reason why the cyclone up here no longer looks like it's going to hit Brisbane. For those who remembered earlier this week or last week, there was a line that went all the way down to about Sydney. That's gone, and now it's pushing off towards Townsville. And that is all because of this big high pushing all the way up here to Gladstone and even up to New Caledonia. So this storm cannot go too far south because of that. But at the same time, the high is also moving eastwards. So it'll be tracking across New Zealand. So therefore, it will come in on the back end of it. And that's the reason why there is still a lot of uncertainty, because there are two things going on. There's one, the storm deepening, and two, the high moving along. And highs look like lungs. They breathe in and out. They get smaller and bigger if you watch them. So that affects the movement of other systems all around it. And the other feature over here, a cooler southerly coming in over to Australia. But we've got an Australian only video out today, so this is mostly about New Zealand. Here we are on Saturday, again highlighting the heat coming out of Aussie and caught up in that nor'wester. So there will be eastern areas around northern parts of Canterbury going into Marlborough. It might go further up into the North Island. Either way, it's a warm day in the east of the country and mild in the north as well. But yes, that is a cold front. Quite a dramatic one coming in for some parts of Australia. Temperatures well down there, dropping down into the teens, low teens, 14s and 15s. So that colder air is coming to us for next week. But this weekend, it's warmer and wetter. Most of the rain falling in Fiordland or the Westland, where there is over 100 millimetres, 130 potentially falling there, but almost nothing for the North Island, the blue and the green just showing a couple of showers around. And it'll be from this front here as it moves up. So this is lunchtime Sunday. That front very weak as it moves into the North Island, moving into high air pressure. So just a couple of showers around. There'll be a little bit of a southerly here coming through, and look at the temperature drop from, mid to late 20s, maybe 30s, down to just 14 to 18 degrees between Dunedin and Christchurch as we go through Sunday. Now next week, more high pressure, another big zone of high pressure pushing all the way out to Kaitaia. And because it's a little further north, we'll get more of those west to southwest winds. So another bit of a windy day around, nothing too major though. And in fact, there might still be a northeasterly briefly on Monday. Monday's also when we expect tropical cyclone Jasper to be moving into Queensland. Could be anywhere around Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Now by Tuesday, in comes the next cold front. High pressure parked out over Tasmania, classic kind of setup for El Nino, and we're caught up under the windy Sou-Westers, which means places like Hawke's Bay and Gisborne and Bay of Plenty and the Northland and Auckland areas, mostly dry. Auckland will get a few showers with that sou'wester later on. And it's the South Island that's feeling the colder air. Could be some snow flurries on the mountains. Don't stress out too much. But yes, a dusting of snow coming through on the tops of the mountains. And then we go through to the Wednesday of next week, and that next high parked over Sydney and the western Tasman Sea. We're on the other side. So Auckland's going to be a bit windy next week with a few showers. But the good news for eastern areas, mostly dry. Canterbury might still want some rain, but I think Hawke's Bay, Gisborne, Wairarapa, you're going to be pretty happy with that forecast. That's all from me. Back again tomorrow, and don't forget also back again today with our special 7-day Australia only update and a closer look at Tropical Cyclone Jasper and where that's heading.